What's up, guys? So I got the car up on jack stands. Gonna be taking the wheels off now. Tried to clean these up as much as I could. They look decent. I was gonna paint them. I ordered paint and everything for them, but I think they cleaned up decent enough. At a later date, I might powder coat them, but I might mess them up if I go paint them. So I'm just gonna leave them as they are. I ordered pads and rotors for the fronts because the fronts were pretty bad, as you can see here. And the rotors were scarred, so I just ordered some pads and rotors for the front. The rears looked great, so we will update you as we go. Brembo upgrade for the Miguel's Vortec 350Z.
As you can see, we got Miguel's car jacked up in the air on all four corners. He tried to post a little teaser on Instagram, but he failed because he posted it, and these were sitting right in the back of the picture, so we got called out in the comments. But what we're gonna do today is go ahead and take off the OEM, whatever, I guess you could say, regular brakes, and we're gonna upgrade them with the Brembos that we got off this part out car. Should be a really nice upgrade. I know because I have them on my car, but he's gonna have them all around, so it should be even better upgrade, essentially. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm gonna set you guys up. We'll do a little time lapse. For the guys interested on how to do it, super easy. You take off the whole calipers, 2 bolts. There's one here and there's one underneath it. You take that whole thing off. Then you could take the rotor off, and pretty much it's the same thing on every corner. You are gonna have to change the lines because when you do upgrade to Brembos, it is a different line, but nothing we haven't done before, super simple. So let's get started. Alright guys, well, as you saw in the time lapse, we finally got all the brakes off. Honestly, it's a super easy job. We've done it a numerous amount of times, so it's kind of easy for us. You do run into the stupid little things where like the rotor might get seized, you know, you got to put some PB blaster and smack it out of there, but nothing too crazy. Everything was pretty smooth. Here's that one, and here is the other side in the rear. Just a little FYI, when you go to take the rotor off in the rear, you do need to put the e-brake down because you will be sitting there trying to take it off, and yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. Before we get them on the car, Miguel is going to go ahead and replacing the brake pads. All right guys, so to update you, I got the driver's side on. The lines are all ran, the line is connected. The little B word clip, if you want to call it that, because you know, YouTube. But yep, everything's in. Obviously the rotors are loose because it needs to, you know, get bled and driven, but everything's on there. Calipers tight, everything's looking good. For the rear, we are going to do it in the next upcoming clips, because when you go ahead and put the rotor for the Brembo, this little lip right here actually hits the rotor. So what I've seen a lot of people do is to mark a line here and just, you know, sand it with a grinder or a cutting wheel, whatever you guys call it, just to cut it down so that it doesn't affect with the rotor at all. So we're gonna do that in the next couple clips because my grinder is at home, and then I'll bring it over and we'll go ahead and tackle the rear. But the front is about almost done. Miguel over here is just getting the caliper ready to go ahead and get it bolted on, and once we have that on, we'll check in. Alright guys, so it is the next day and we are working on the rear here, and as you can see, Miguel is kamikazing his dust shield. We're gonna make it look better, don't worry, but you have to cut it or trim it to fit the bigger rotor, so we're just gonna go ahead and chop it up and then sand it down with like a flat disc, and you know, that way it won't be all sharp and stuff like that on both sides, and then put the rear rotor on, the calipers, and then begin bleeding. Alright guys, well, as you can see, we got the Brembos fully installed, and now we are working on the bleeding process. So as you can see here, this is the way that we do it. You crack the line open, pump, I'm probably gonna sound stupid in that, but whatever. Get the fluid out, tighten it, you know, feel the pressure. But one of the main important things when bleeding the brakes on these cars is that you have to start in the back right, so the passenger rear, and then you're gonna do that one first, and you're gonna move along to the driver's side front, and then from the driver's side front, you're gonna go ahead and move onto the back over here, the driver rear, and then back up front to the passenger side. So that's pretty much the process that these cars call for, I guess, when bleeding the brakes. I've done it where I've literally just changed the fronts when I put the Brembos on my car, and we bled just the front, and there was still air in the system. So this is the way you actually have to do it. But yeah, we're gonna set you guys up. Go ahead and get them pumped, put the wheels on, and maybe take it for a test drive. So stay tuned. Alright guys, well there you have it. The Brembos are officially installed. Everything is bled, everything is tight. So as you can see, it's not really a hard install. It's definitely a big upgrade. We'll show you that once we go on the drive. The fact that these come on, you know, the 350Zs and G35s from factory, it's a great upgrade if you could find them used, you know, or just, you know, a front set or rear set, piece them together, whatever you do. It's a great upgrade for these cars. Fire. Goddamn, first spin's like a motherfucker. Alright guys, well there you have it. We did a successful install of the Brembo brakes on Miguel's 350Z. Everything looks great, everything worked well, and definitely a huge upgrade. Definitely worth getting them if your 350Z or G35 doesn't come with them. A lot of people do use Akebono big brake kit off a G37 or a 370Z. However, you do need an actual kit to bolt those onto the car. I believe the rears are the same, but the fronts are definitely different, as you have seen in our other video when we did it on Andrew's car. The Akebono kit actually comes with a different bracket that you have to, you know, it's like a whole different scenario. So for easy install, Brembos are the way to go. We appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate all the likes, all the comments. Hit us up with any questions that you guys have. We always are down to help out and support. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Peace.